Capricorn, welcome to Star Tarot. If you are a visitor that has been here before, I do want to thank you so much. I had a lot of likes, shares, comments, and subscribes from you, Capricorn. You were number 3 on the most viewed videos for October for the general read. So I do want to thank you so much for that. Um, if this is the first time that you have visited my channel, I welcome you warmly. Everything I do here is in love and light. I do keep it real sometimes, so once in a while I do curse, so I just want to put that out there. But I love what I do. I'm an intuitive. I've been an intuitive for years. I am an empath. I am a life and wellness coach, and so I love what I do here, and that's to give people clarity, some insight, and hopefully a little bit of entertainment. So that's what I do here on my channel. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Always know that this is a general read, so these messages could never resonate with every single person that comes across them. Simply pick up what does, leave what doesn't, and for those of you that feel like parts of this does speak to you, I invite you to get your own personalized reading. And for those of you that say, you know what, none of this resonates with me, before you decide to just click the hell off, you might want to consider getting a personal reading as well. So I invite those that feel like they need some more details, or feel like they need something that speaks to them specifically. That information on how to get a hold of me is always down below. And time is fluid, so some of these events may have already happened, may happen at the end of October, and certainly flow right into November. So always keep those things in mind. All right, so Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and get right into your reading, and I hope that you guys can hear me. I'm going to try to speak a little louder. In a couple of different videos that I did, there was some people that said that they didn't hear me. So if you can't hear me right now, you might want to turn up your device. And also, a lot of people don't know that right underneath the video, right into the screen, so not into where the description would be, but there is a volume adjuster that YouTube does provide us. So if you can't hear me really good right now, I'm trying to talk as loud as I can, go ahead and slide that adjuster all the way up and turn your devices all the way up. I do have a new mic that is coming tomorrow, so hopefully that will do me some justice and we won't have to worry about this for the month of November. All right, so we are going to read your partner. And when I say read your partner, this might be someone that you're currently involved with or have been involved with in the past. So whoever you're thinking of, or whoever the last person was that you were involved with, this is their reading, and this will give us some insight on what they're possibly going through at this point in time and how they feel about you, or what they're thinking you feel about them at this point in time. So yummy stuff, right? All right, Capricorn, just to get started here, the heart of the matter of the individual that you would consider your love interest, your partner, this person is definitely feeling like they are ready for commitment, or they might have commitment on their mind and wondering why they're not committed, why they're not in a settled down situation. They may also be going through a point in time in life where they are seeking some spiritual healing, but to me this speaks to being committed. And when we look at what is crossing them, it is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is someone that is in and out of a situation. So one day they're in your life, one day they're not. And this individual is definitely in contrast to this individual, because the Hierophant is someone that finds commitment, something very serious, and wants to take things to a step of unity, where the Knight of Swords is someone that just wants to come in and go as they please. So this person may have some mixed feelings about what they want, but as we go through this timeline here, you will see that they are struggling with some of their past behaviors. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles here, well, we'll do this one first. We'll do the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is them, right? This is who they are, how they feel. It can even talk about a little bit of what they have been through in the past, what they're feeling right now. But the Page of Swords is definitely somebody that may be younger. So this might be a younger individual that you are dealing with. If they're not younger, they tend to have like the carefree, younger type of vibe. They can be very ambitious. The only problem with the Page of Swords, I will say, because they're very charming, they're very good company, they're very clever, is that, you know, they do have a curious side to them. They almost have a darker, mischievous side, and sometimes they tend to go into achievements that test the sensitivity of others. So they tend to do things or go after things that don't necessarily show a sensitivity to others or incorporate others, or they might just have this little tidbit of a dangerous side or a risk-taking side to them. And, you know, so this individual is kind of conflicted here. I see that, you know, they're really trying to get grounded spiritually. They may even be wanting to, you know, get into a more committed relationship, but they've also been this bad boy that has been fly by night and in the past. And so, and this could go either way. This could be male or female. But with the Knight of Pentacles, the best outcome for this individual that would remedy this is finding some comfort, and I believe with themselves, because the Knight of Pentacles is like living in comfort, you know, having prosperity, being happy about your achievements, that sort of thing. But it also speaks about comfort. So for them, they need to get into a comfortable state of mind that balances this out, because obviously, you know, they're wanting this commitment, they're wanting this change. They could possibly be wanting something more spiritual, more unified, and they, you know, this in and out behavior, and then they have this little bit of, you know, young at heart, little, you know, dark side, mischievous rebel. But this could also speak to them needing to be a little bit more intelligent in their decision making. So I see a balance here of them trying to get a little bit more grounded, a little bit more serious when it comes to life. And it looks like they're wanting to, you know, either build or find some type of unity with someone. And so this is what I'm seeing so far. So when we look at the past, there definitely is some Five of Cups loss. There could be guilt. There could be just a lot of heartbreak and sorrow. And so what I'm seeing is this, to me, what I'm getting is that this was recent past. I think this individual really caused a lot of pain and hurt in your life. I'm saying in your life because as this reading goes into how they feel about you, I'm knowing that this past is recent past, and this is something that they're feeling specifically about you. So I'm feeling like most recently, you and this individual are no longer. And I think it's because this in and out behavior definitely caused a divide in the relationship, and I believe that you either decided to walk away or things ended mutually, but nonetheless, this person is definitely feeling the loss, feeling the guilt of this, and the reason why they are feeling this way is because they're acknowledging with this Two of Wands. This is from one of my newer decks. This here really gets to the depth of what someone is thinking and feeling. It's got a lot of surreal artwork on here, and this here is not your typical Two of Wands. This right here, if you look at the image, talks about being in illusion or being enchanted by someone's beauty. It could be their personality, but more so it's the idea of the person based on their beauty. And so I think that either this individual you were dealing with was enchanted by another based on a physical aspect, and that's what caused, you know, the divide between the two of you. The situation was ended, or this is how they look at you. They still remember the beauty that you embodied. They still remembered some specific things that went on between the two of you. Now, for me, this also symbolizes someone that mirrors somebody else. This to me is almost like a soulmate connection, or someone that really forces you to see yourself. Okay, so nonetheless, this Five of Cups, they're feeling guilty. They're seeing themselves for who they really are. They're seeing that they've done something with someone. They may even, this talks about letting other people influence you, or, you know, following the leader, so to speak. So this person may have got involved in activities with other people because he or she was following the leader, so to speak. So this person feels a lot of guilt. And with that being said, when we're looking at the future, they feel like you have moved on, so they feel like they need to move on. They feel like they have screwed up so bad in this situation that you are no longer wanting to have anything to do with them. Now, this definitely could be the case, but this is definitely affecting them in a way that they did not suspect. You know, I think that they were so involved in this in and out activity that they didn't see how this was going to affect someone. And the Knight of Swords talks about this. This is causing drama and leaving other people to pick up the pieces and not realizing what you've done. To me, it's almost like taking the pin out of a grenade, throwing it over your head, walking away, and being totally shocked that the community behind you is exploding. So this is the type of fog this individual was walking around in. And so now that reality has hit, they are definitely feeling like you have walked away, and they totally understand why you have. Now, I did go ahead and clarify the Eight of Cups here, and I'm going to just see. Now, the Nine of Discs in this deck here is signaling that this person feels, again, like you've walked away. They feel like they need to move on, and so they've been almost craving the pleasures of their own home. They might be hiding out. They might not be doing as much as they used to be doing as far as hanging out. They may even be in solitude for long periods of time. They may have found a connection with, you know, their animal. Like right now, they used to be the party person. They're in the house. They love being in the house. They want to be away from people. They want to be cuddled up with their pet right now. And that is where they're at right now. And the reason why they're in this is because the past is still their present. You know, they're still suffering. And just to further confirm that, when we talk about what they think that the overall outcome, or seeing how they feel this is going to work out in their favor or not in their favor, they feel like with the Nine of Swords that this is going to be something that is going to continue to haunt them, so to speak. They're having sleepless nights. They are tossing and turning. They have, anxiety over this situation. They do not see that there is a way out of the situation. Just to clarify that, with the Five of Cups out of this deck, this speaks again of loss. This and this is the same cup here, or card here, the Five of Cups. So this is extreme loss, and this is why I knew that the loss was of you, Capricorn, because the Five of Cups is showing up again in their past and in their present when it comes to you. Now, they do feel like this is something that they can never come back from. Now here, the Five of Cups feeling was a lot of loss, a lot of guilt from the breakup. But now that the anxiety has come through, they're having the sleepless nights, and this is showing up again, they are totally convinced that there's nothing they can do. You're never going to take them back. And that might be the case, but just so you know, this is something that is haunting them. Now, what they are hoping is that you are their wish fulfillment. They're hoping that you still think of them as someone that is their wish, and they're wishing that they're your wish. So they're hoping that you're feeling the same about them. But the outside influence here, being the Hermit, is that you're getting healing, or you're going to get healing. And so with that being said, you might just be done with this whole situation here. You might not come back to this. Now, this individual is also in hermit mode. When we talk about this, these two cards here, they're trying to move on. They're staying in the house. They're trying to stay out of trouble. And they're also in hermit mode as well. Now, I'm not sure if they've started the healing process. I do believe that they started to, see themselves for who they really are, and they understand what they've done. They understand that they've hurt you. But when they think about this as a whole, and they think about you, they definitely feel like you're the Chariot. They feel like you have definitely decided to, again, move away from this. So this individual, it's like over and over what I'm hearing is, I messed up, I'm never going to be able to get this back, it's over, it's a lost cause, they've moved on, I'm going to try to move on, but I just simply can't. I do also believe that they do believe that you were some type of soulmate, or you mirrored them, or you gave them some more insight on who they were. And so there is something that is special that they believe that you guys had. Now, what I'm going to do is pull some love advice here, and this is going to be for you concerning the situation. Now, again, you're always going to want to use your own discernment in these situations, and you're definitely going to want to make decisions based on what's going to be best for you, not for other people, not out of guilt, not out of comfort, that sort of thing, or not wanting to be lonely. So let's just see what we have. Okay, new love in reverse. It says, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So because it was in reverse, I do feel like you have not moved on fully to a new relationship, a new person. Now, you may have met someone new. I'm going to keep that in reverse. But I think because of what has happened here, you're still a little on guard. So they may not have fully stirred your romantic feelings. You may be a little interested. I don't know. So let's see here. You might still be holding on to some of this past relationship situation with this person. Let's get some more insight. Okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. Okay. It says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. All right. So this to me lets me know that this situation for some of you may not be done. Some of you may decide to, you know, give this person a chance to talk about what has happened, how they're feeling, but there definitely needs to be a heart-to-heart conversation. And sometimes you need to do that even in the event of just getting closure for you to be able to move on to new love, maybe in the upright, or if you're thinking about reconciling. Either way, a heart-to-heart conversation can definitely help when it comes to healing. Now, trust also came out right with heart-to-heart conversations. It says, this situation is calling for you to have faith. All right, so for some of you, you may decide to go ahead and reconcile with this individual, and you know you're going to need to have a certain level of trust. And based on what I'm seeing here from the past, it's going to be hard to do. But you know, your spirit guides and all of the assistance that I get through the spirit is letting you know that right now new love is not in the wings. Maybe you can't embrace this new love until you have a heart-to-heart conversation, get that closure, or heart-to-heart conversation with some trust in order to, you know, get back with this person or move forward into new love with someone else. So this is your reading, Capricorn. If this resonated with you, please go ahead and leave a comment or share, like, and certainly subscribe. If you want some more details pertaining to your personal situation, go ahead and use the information down below, and we will go ahead and book you your personal reading at the wonderful rate of only $20 this month. And I really, really want to thank you guys again for taking your time to, you know, check out what I do on this channel, and the likes and the comments and the subscribes, all that. I know it's only a flick of the wrist here and there, but it certainly is appreciated. So I will go ahead and leave this right here for you, Capricorn. If I do not hear from you before November, I don't know, I might do another reading, another pop-up reading at the end of the month, maybe something towards Halloween, messages from the spirit or something like that. But we'll see how that works out. If not, Cap, I will go ahead and see you in the month of November. Until then, hang tight, take care of yourselves, in love and light.